farm. I'll give you a little tour. This is the house. My little apartment's downstairs. The garden is... And then way out back, you can't see it, but there is a food forest slash orchard happening. Papaya or pawpaw. Got some new tomato plants. Mint like crazy. Thanks, Nick. Some lettuce. Snow peas. Strawberries. Kaffir lime, and the chooks. And they are patiently waiting for their breakfast from me right now. Good morning. What do you have for me? Oh, it's heavy. Someone in there? Yep. You gotta get out. This is the seed house. Got some baby plants and some seeds. Everyone is stoked. Hey, get back in there. Got some corn, lots of other veggies, cauliflower, broccoli, pumpkins, all sorts of stuff. You may notice that the veggie patches are all circles, and the dome is also a circle. And so what they do is they actually relocate the chickens, or chooks they call them, every so often, I guess every few months or something like that. And so what they do is the chickens will just eat everything. They will completely clear out the whole lot of whatever's left. Obviously they'll harvest the vegetables, but like we just moved it the other day and there was a tomato plant under there. And as you can see, there's like nothing now. So they completely decimate whatever's left. They eat it, they poop it out, they fertilize, and they till the soil. So that's kind of a process that they've got going on here, and they rotate, and it just makes for amazing soil. Like the soil here is so good. And that's just been like 10 years in the making of them rotating these chickens around. So I think it's super cool that they're putting these birds to work, and obviously the birds love it too. They love to eat the plants and eat all the worms and everything that comes from garden patch. So it's a win for everyone. Love it. Good morning from Virtue Farm. I'm super excited that I got my camera fixed, so now I can show you all what's going on. This morning I'm making a smoothie. Greens that I just picked out of the garden. They still have morning dew on them. Pretty cool. And then this is some of the ingredients for the cooking workshop that I'm going to be hosting tomorrow, that we're going to be hosting. Making some cheese-like things, hence all the nuts. So we're going to do a pumpkin cheesecake, almond cheese, tacos, and a few other things. So very exciting. Look forward to sharing all about that. Tomorrow I'm hosting this vegan cooking workshop, as I mentioned, and I'm starting to do some prep work for it so that tomorrow everything will be just good to eat, and I'll do a little demonstration with just like a single serving. There will be 3 different flavors of almond cheese, and this is by Chef Jeff. I absolutely love him. He's from Colorado, and he just launched a big plant-based business. He's delivering food to people. Love his recipes. Very simple and easy.
just brought my phone into the shop for the second time. When I got here, I had the camera replaced and thought that was all well and good, but I left the shop and I noticed there was a little purple speck on the screen. It's like, that's odd. Well, I guess I can live with a purple speck, you know? And then I wake up in the morning and there's lots of purple specks. And I'm like, oh no, this is not good. And then by the end of the day, it's starting to take over my screen, and finally, a few days later, my whole screen is black and purple and is not usable anymore. So I brought it back into the shop and said, "You must fix this because I need my phone. I use it for so many things, including navigation." So I'm making the trek down to Noosa and then Brisbane over the next couple days, and if I didn't have a GPS, that would make it a little tricky. I have a good sense of direction, but there's nothing like having a phone to tell you exactly where to go. So there's that, and I am adding a new hard drive to my computer. So I'm about to do a little computer surgery, and I'll show you that. So this is it. I'm trying to put this in here, replacing this guy, because past Brooke made the mistake of buying the computer with the least amount of storage in it, thinking, oh, how much storage could I possibly use? Well, it turns out that now the new Mac operating system is so big that my computer can't install it without nothing on it. I literally have taken everything off the computer. Everything's either in the cloud or on a hard drive, and it's still not big enough to update the operating system. I need to update the operating system so I can update my software, my Sketch software for designing stuff, and now I'm doing a design project, and so I really need to make this update. But it wouldn't be that simple as just, popping a computer chip into my computer. No. This piece right here is supposed to just come up easily, and it feels like it's really glued down, so I'm a little sketched out about trying to force it open. But I got in touch with customer support, and it sounds like that's kind of what I need to do. So I'm a little scared. My technical stuff in Australia has just gone haywire, and it just makes me feel a little powerless because I rely on this stuff so much. So it's a little nerve-wracking. I'm trying to keep my cool. It's definitely like forcing me to not identify with my devices. I'm like, I am not my computer. But I rely on it so much, especially now that someone's paying me big money to do work for them, that it makes me a little scared. Yeah, so wish me luck.
When I was on my way to Noosa Heads for the night, I decided to stop at Rainbow Beach along the way. I saw some beautiful pictures of it, so I headed down there, and the area surrounding the beach really fascinated me. And I'll show you what I'm talking about a bit here. Um, this is part of the Tuan State Forest, or one of these state forests. You can see there's quite a few of them around. But what I found really interesting, and you can kind of see here from the space view, is that there were just rows and rows of trees. For miles and miles, there were rows of trees, which was really fascinating to drive through, to see, to look out your window and see row, 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 row. You could just see straight down some of these rows. So that was really wild. So we can see here there are some young trees on one side and some less young trees on the other side. So you can kind of see
right here you can see down the lane of trees. So that's really that was really fascinating to me to drive through that. A super interesting random thing to just stumble upon. Gorgeous day here on Rainbow Beach. My new client is awesome. I'm super excited about this work opportunity. So it feels good to be using my brain and making money and being productive. So I'm very happy. And they're from Boulder. They're very Boulder in all senses. It's a startup, and they're all very excited about what they do, and they're super friendly. So it's making me feel a little bit at home, even though I'm remote. So it feels really good that my heart is in Colorado and I'm working with these people there. So very happy girl, happy designer.